Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Jusant. That's the best pronunciation that you're going to get from an Australian bogan. I'm pretty sure it's a French word, but that's it. So this is being made by Don't Nod. I like some of their games, some of their others are a bit too narrative heavy, too gameplay light for my liking. You know, I'm a big advocate of gameplay first. This looks like something right up my alley. Seems to be a very cute, stylized mountain climbing sort of simulator, and I find, I don't know what else you would like to call it, but traversal games as a complex simulator mechanic to be really fascinating and untapped. Death Stranding is probably the best example, and we've seen some other ones that are a bit more board gamey, like Insurmountable. That's a Everest climbing simulator, but in a hex-based, turn-based sort of fashion. Anyway, so this seems that, you know, you're placing anchor points and mountain climbing, and it's kind of the sort of game that I've been begging for ages. So let's see how they handle it. Jusant, a French nautical term for a receding tide. Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, just in case you missed it. Let's put some anchor chains and ships on the horizon, and some wave sounds and the definition of receding tide. I wonder what they're trying to tell us. Righto. Geordie LaForge reporting in. I like the music. Oh, I was going to say, for a mountain climbing game, we seem to be in a lot of flat open space. That's much better. I'm not a very complicated man. You give me a tower to climb, alright, lock it in. Ha! This little dude. This art style is brilliant. I say it all the time. I cannot understand why indie or AA games insist on trying to do realistic graphics. And the best answer I can come up with is just easier. It's an easier flip from an asset store or something. You do stylized graphics like this, your game will look beautiful for decades. What's this? I've got a baby, have I? Oh, probably a cat. Same thing according to some weird, sad modern people. Okay. Chapter 1, Daymar. Oh, hey, Daymar. Ah, okay. Interesting the way that this rock looks. And I hope that's intentional. It almost looks unrendered in a way. Aren't all the little crabs? I'm guessing it's intentional, though it does look interesting, doesn't it? I'm running on max chickens at the moment. I'll tell you what, let's just fiddle with the graphics a little bit. I'll tell you what, let's put it on high and see what happens. Yeah, so They're going... It does kind of look a bit muddy, doesn't it? But it's... I'll put it down to artistic direction. That's fine. We'll go with it. Maybe can I climb? I can press spacebar. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're going to tell me I can press spacebar. Thank you, go. Alright, now what's going on here? Press to hold grip. Oh, it's my left and right. Oh, I don't like that at all. Or do I? Oh, you do? Okay, right. Let's try thumbsticks. So what's going on is my left and right mouse click are my grabs. And I'm feeling that that's probably not the go. Controls, we're going to camera, invert vertical axis. That's better. Alright, so I can, what is this? I like fasten myself? No, let me put it back in. Yeah, oh, okay, good, thank you. Okay. So I have some control with the left thumbstick. Yeah. And so you gotta let go and up you go and hold grip, then we've got the camera there. Okay. Yeah. Scarlett really likes this. This is exactly what I've been begging for ages. And then climb. And icon displays the main rope carabiner. When full, it means the rope is wound in. When empty, the rope is attached to the wall. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Can I like... Right, so I can release it with X. Aha. Okay, yeah. This is brilliant. This is it. This is what I want. More Death Stranding like. Hold to wind in the rope. Oh. Okay. Holy heck. Don't know if I want to go out there. Hey. Carabiners automatically secure and show you the right... What? Okay. There you go. Up we go. So we don't seem to have a stamina bar, which is kind of cool actually. There you go. So the carabiner anchor gives you an idea of where you can potentially climb, which is cool. Now does it alright, so it's automatically hooks in, which is kind of cool. Can I go up these planks? Yeah. Okay, you can sort of get into a little bit of a rhythm. I'd be curious if it gets harder, like pathfinding becomes a bit more of a task. The 3 small icons represent secondary pittons. Oh, cool! If they're full, they're available to use. If they're empty, the pittons are already attached to the wall. Okay. So maybe you can only use them per little exercise. Alright, okay, it looks like there's an anchor point designated. Hold to place. Ah. Hold to load a jump. Now we've got a stamina bar. Okay, here we go. Right-hand gauge represents your stamina. Monitor it and keep it topped up to prevent yourself from falling. How do I top it up? This is cool, so I can go hand to hand. You know, left hand, bring the right in, left out. Oh, this is really cool. Hold to place. Yep. Press to rest. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, it capped out my stamina top. Hang on, if I rest again, okay. So you can't abuse. I don't think you can abuse the rest, which is good. You need limits. All right. There you go. The pitton's reset as well. What's in here? So it's all sort of fishing stuff. It looks like there's a climb point up there. And then there's some climbing going on there. Oh, this is lovely. Scarlet likes. Just got to make sure it stays challenging, right? Give me a couple of hours with this game, and if it doesn't ramp, you know what I mean? We might have a problem. What's this? Another sleep turning over stones at the old Delta. Harvest. 2 belay stations for parts. A good catch. That should be enough to reopen this route to the old Cape. Otherwise, it's all smooth sailing. A couple of old lanterns I think I can revive. Folks used to throw this stuff away. Oh, and I finally caught an old knitting machine for Ennio, who's been asking for one for cycles. Not in great shape, but we should be able to tinker with it. Still not sure how I'm going to haul it up till low tide, though. Note to self, stop doing business with Rem. All he does is dismantle my discoveries and sells them for parts in the Heights. He claimed to be a repairman, but he's nothing more than a foam salesman, that's what. Okay, right. Bit of scavenging. You know, what we got to ask ourselves, what is that game trying to tell us when it drops these little notes? And there's a sort of scavenge culture in this post-apocalyptica. So, are we at the top of... Where were we before? Oh, okay. It looks like that will link up with this. Hold to place your main carabiner on the wall. Oh, right, because that's broken. So can I... Can I move my main carabiner down? Oh. Okay. Here we go. Can I jump? Oh, yes, man. So what if I pit in here? And then... What's that? That pulls it out. But then... this is risky. I'm going off rope. I'm not allowed to wind in. I'm not... Okay, so you're not allowed to just wind in. You have to finish the segment before you can bring her in. That's cool. You're not allowed to ever go off rope. Oh. Oh. Okay, we've linked back around. This is really, really well considered. They've thought this out a lot. I do wonder, like, is there a map or anything like that? Is there... This has mad Castlevania vibes, you know, like back and forth exploration. What's this, a shell? Yeah. Can hear the sea. Oh, yes. Okay. I love show don't tell. Someone's been chipping away making a mosaic. I'm actually more and more a huge advocate for don't put writing in games. Get the developers. Oh, is it just going to put it on loop? I think it's on loop. Okay. Get the developers just to tell with pure environmental storytelling. The fact that it can be done, and often is done brilliantly, just makes me realize how much more I hate a lot of modern writing. You don't need it. Alright. Like, can I interact with these mosaics? I mean, I can see them. They kind of look cool. So... was it giving me, oh, here we go, over there. I wonder how one would get to there. What's this? Yeeky, how are things at the sawmill? Business has been slow at the restaurant. Almost no one came to the last music night, even though people are climbing down from all over. I know we don't play the shells anymore, but still. I was thinking that adding scaffolding to the side of the upside down cliff might help steer passers-by this way. I miss seeing a packed patio. Can you take care of it? I checked with low tide and everyone agrees. Hey Mo, listen, these things happen. I hope one day you'll ask, is this like an email thing? They're scrolling back and forth. I hope one day you'll ask me to do something besides taking boats apart to make ladders. Like if I'm free for a romantic dinner for two. Righto, too subtle, you thirsty mongrel. Anyway, all good for your scaffolding since the village approves. I don't have much wood to choose from after the new path to the plain I had to build, but I still have a wreck or two left over. I'll get to it when the currents allow. I owe you one, thanks. You're the best. By the way, do you ever run into old Sonia? I think she's rummaging around in your area right now. If you see her around, do you mind telling her I need a new hob for my oven? Mine's taking on water. In the meantime, set sail for the restaurant. I'm not sure how romantic it will be, but we can always share a half-cooked meal. So, is this post-apocalypse? Right? So, like, this place was sort of still seeing water traffic and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're definitely after people transiting up and down the cliffs to restaurants. So, it's... yeah, I think that's probably the right term. It is post-apocalypse. Because you can see we're in this dried out world, so that has an apocalyptic quality. But even here, you can see all the old bits of coral and signs of being underwater. And then on top of that, you've got this abandoned structures. Well, they've got coral building on them as well, haven't they? But you can see that there's been like a workshop here after that. So it feels like we're sort of like the third layer of civilization coming through here. It's kind of cool. What's the play here? Alright, okay, there's a climbing spot up there. I'm just curious how far I can go, game. Let me go. The game doesn't like it. Am I gonna run out of rope? Uh-oh. I've run out of rope. Oh, it's red? Can I pitten? And then can I get more rope? I cannot. Okay. That's fine. I'm just curious if I could get over there, you know? That's right, it's such a physics-based system, I'm kind of pushing it to its limit. Oh no. I can't climb back up. Alright, I get it, game. You didn't want me to go this way. I understand. It's so good. This is really wonderful. Sort of gives me the old Assassin's Creed vibes, you know, when parkour in gaming was kind of new and interesting. And it went from sort of trying to navigate the walls to speed over all else, which, you know, whatever. Hey, games do that, they go in different directions. Now, we're yet to really get our head around what's going on. Like, okay, I get it. You're gonna let me double back, I understand. But like, to what end? Will I be able to place... Will I be able to place a permanent rope there? I wonder. Little farty corals. Okay. Oh. What happens if I let go of both? Yep, that's not good. Don't do that. Going through the stamina there, Scarlet. Try and avoid jumping as much as possible. Have a rest. So the ceiling on my stamina... Oh no, okay, it was just for that section. I was going to say, is my stamina running out all over? I really want to make an attempt at that. I might leave it for now. Oh, here we go. This makes my tummy turn. Form a double jump. Oh shit. Oh. Oh my god. I wouldn't say I'm strictly bad with heights. That's okay. That's a little bit beyond the pale. We going up, we reckon? Bloody Cliffhanger, the video game. Oh man, imagine doing this with Stallone. Just take this game system and make a B-grade action film. Not that there's anything wrong with what this is right now. This is actually fantastic. Stressful now the game's not telling me how to do it. I gotta figure it out on my own. Yeah, so your max stamina's slowly running out, and it seems that jumping and all that runs it out a bit harder. I do wonder if resting... honestly, I feel like that max stamina must be always coming down, so... Pit and anchors you if you fall. No, I understand. Wow. Really taps the spirit of exploration as well, you know? Which is taken away from all these games with too many UI elements and explaining everything to you because, you know, the writer thinks that they're smarter than you. There's nothing wrong with being, you know, having a high concept game over your head and not explaining everything. But yeah, you get all these dumb writers these days that explain it to you like you're a 2-year-old. And it's sort of... Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a bit much. Look at this. Yeah. Give me the music, give me the skybox. See you, gulls. Sorry. This is pretty magic. So it looks like those doors might be a Metroidvania mechanic. Maybe. Maybe. Can I squeeze in here? I cannot. Yeah, like this, see? Oh. Hey Bianca, how are things down there? I hear your boss sailed off into the horizon. Good riddance, I never liked him anyway. Things here at the hut are pretty quiet. Not many people stop by these days. A seasonal job when there are no more seasons. I'm starting to get bored. You can tell because I've started scratching letters. Tell me something to distract me, won't you? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's written well enough, but it's all still... You know, is it a value add? Right? Oh, Emmy, I'm so glad to hear from you. Yeah, I'm about as useful as a boy on dry land, but had no surprises there. You've been gone for a while, so maybe you don't know, but everything here is closed, except for old Ennio's shop. He's still raising his chocos. Bassa tried to convince him to leave with them. Remember Bassa? The little terror at the back of the classroom? They got caught in quite a gale. It was amazing. Plural? Both of them got caught in the gale. Bassa and Ennio got caught in the gale? Oh, maybe it's a typo. No one's dared to try again since. Do you think they're going to keep you on if people stop coming by? You might be seeing folks soon, though. Alright, oh, okay, so maybe Bassa and Ennio own the shop together. That would make more sense. Maybe they're going to keep you on. Okay, right. Okay, I get it. I came across by a classified ad. They're mounting an expedition to explore... They who? Like, is there an organization? They're mounting an expedition to explore the Crow's Nest. I'd like that, going off an adventure with strangers. Oh, okay. Maybe they're referencing to the sort of sitting government. Oh, look, a little rat thing. Yeah. I think that's what they say when they mean when they're saying they. Oh, I heard about that. Heading for the clouds, huh? That sounds like quite something. I'd better stock the hold. I bet they'll come this way. What is wrong with the pros? This, like, I'll better stock the hold? No, I'd. Oh my god, if you're gonna write, just get your English right. You know what? You should join them. Come see me too. You don't have any excuses since you're out of a job. It wouldn't be a oh, fuck this, I'm skipping it. It's starting to frustrate me. They're referencing too broadly in plurals. You introduced 3 different names and I can't tell who you're talking about. It's weak. Anyway, yet again, the storytelling through the environment and this gameplay design is quite brilliant, but as always, Scarlett's advice for 2023 and beyond is just fire your writers. Fire your writers and you're probably going to be better off. Or, re-raise, just give jobs to someone that's been writing games. And when I say that, I mean writing code. Like a, senior bloody environmental artist of 10 years. Give him the writing job. Don't give it to someone that thinks writing is more important than game design. Anyway, rant complete. Okay, we've got a rope to connect us over to there. That's kind of cool. Okay. I kind of like, look how piss-weak your jump is. It's kind of cool that your platforming is quite hobbled. That seems a bit dodgy. Can I actually get that from here? I don't think so. Oh, it pulls... Okay, right. Yes, clever. Okay, what's going on here? We might have to skim this writing just because it's, pretty poor. It's the weakest part, right? I don't want to give the weakest part much time if I can help it. I'm finally leaving. I'm so happy I could sleep a wink. The old harbour master's office note caught my eye. Sounds like poetry. Expedition to the clouds. Seeking hope and water. Join us at 12 octaves. Becca and Arlo's farm. Okay, well, cool. After spending so long marinating and trying to find meaning in... Oh, for fuck's sake. It'll do me good to see the world, as Emmy would say. Hopefully we'll be stopping by her hut. What is this ad? With any luck, there'll be other adventurers leaving from low tide. I don't want to make my way to meeting point with the rest of the expedition, but all by myself. The only time I ever left here was to harvest for festivals, just a small... Oh my god, it keeps fucking going! Alright, okay, cool. So there you go, Jusant. What a wonderful game. And it embodies all the best elements of Don't Nod when they actually want to make a game. And I use Vampire as an example. Some really innovative, interesting design choices in that, and still a fairly, competent action RPG third-person game. And did some really clever things with the way you interact with people, like narratively and figuring out if you're going to bite someone and fleshing out their story. It was good, right? But it also has some pretty, these logs with walls of text, and it's, I don't know, man. I'd love to go inside these studios and figure out, do they just have some intern in the corner and they're like, you just write stuff, man. Just write pages of crap and we'll stick it in there and it'll take 2 seconds to code it in there and go for it, right? Because it feels kind of cop-out. That, never mind the typo issues and the prose issues, even just then, it's overwritten, right? And to me, that means you need someone to proof your writing. So what it feels like is you'll have a writer and they just give them carte blanche, right? Whatever you want, we'll put it in the game. No one proofs it. No one checks it, no one edits it, cleans it, anything like that. They just jam it in, right? So that's why you get typos, and that's why you get 7 paragraphs of someone talking about themselves, as opposed to this wonderful, interesting world. Anyway, well, look, a small blemish from a small person on a otherwise relatively brilliant game. I hope I can just save. I think I probably can. Let me know if you want to see some more. We'll keep chipping away at it. Otherwise, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.